Hey. Welcome, one and all, to another edition of our New Jack Swing podcast. Um, how are the three of you guys doing this evening?
Good. I'm,
Cooley High.
I've been good.
You cool, yeah?
A Cooley High to everybody viewing this evening. A Cooley High.
Anyone joining in might say, I thought there's normally four. Mr. Andrew Knight will be joining us shortly, so that he wouldn't have missed this for the world. So he will join us shortly and stuff. But as we always do, we like to talk about anything that's. But tonight, for those who are just joining in, it is the battle of the bands: Jodeci versus Boys to Men. Their albums came out within a month of each other. Cooley High Harmony came out in April of 1991, while Forever My Lady came out in May 1991. So it's amazing that these two groups almost mirrored themselves, and one went in one direction as well. But we're going to focus on the ballads, and in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be looking at the up tempos. So that would be very interesting. Music tips and reviews with JG. Welcome. But anyway, Romeo D. This is a hard one, but I'm a Boys to Men all the way. Hey, this is where loyalty and personal taste comes through. Some of us have shown are nailing our mask of the flags or what. Look at that. He's wearing a Jodeci t-shirt, so you could tell.
No. This is Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men. You can't read. What's wrong with you?
But anyway, we're going to get into the album.
Oh, he's froze on us.
He's frozen. Hasn't he?
Shortly.
Oh, there he
Any music news?
There's quite a lot. We'll get to that. The one thing that I think we all want to talk about in a moment. But I wanted to say there's and this is not my cup of tea normally. I don't normally listen to this kind of stuff normally. But the new Doja Cat album is steeped in Minneapolis funk, and it's pretty good, man. I really like that. There's an artist called Rochelle Jordan had a song called Get It Off, which I thought that was pretty cool. Sounds a little bit Neptune-esque, as a friend of mine pointed out. There's a very New Jack Swing sounding song by a group called Playtime called So Fine. And Stevie shared that on his Instagram, which I thought was stunning. I didn't know about it. And it's a proper New Jack Swing song in 2025. I mean, proper. Feels like 1988, 89 kind of New Jack.
I thought it was AI at first. I thought, is this an AI? I couldn't believe it.
It's fantastic. And I think the big news, I think, is that there's apparently a group called Guy 2.0 that's come out. So
Okay.
that's the other interesting news this week.
Okay. Just before we get into that, I just want to say shout out to all those who are joining in. Mr. N. Mac, Teacher's Pet, he's in. Derek from Minneapolis, welcome. Nicolette Simmons, good evening. First time seeing you, but yes, love the Jodeci top. He's telling us where his loyalty is. Zay, welcome as well. DJ All Day, welcome. Which group had the better remixes? That's for another show. Miss Sevignon, bonjour. Yes, the Eagles did win. Close one. 312, welcome. And Rascal 78, welcome. All right. The Guy 2.0, what's that about?
I don't understand it. I think Guy is one of those things that just need to be kept the way they are. There's only 4 members in Guy that could ever really truly be called Guy. You can't add Michael Jackson to that group. You can't add any name to that group. So it's just those guys, and that's it. They're the ones that created the New Jack Swing in the way that we know it. Guy was the benchmark, and the Guy are very different from Blackstreet. So if Guy doesn't include either Teddy, Damien, Aaron, or Timmy Gatling, it's not Guy. It's that they can only have that combination. I don't get it. And I say that with all due respect. And if Teddy sees this, he'll know that this is what I'm thinking anyway. So I don't know. I don't get it.
I was very confused
Stevie.
because I just saw a post on Instagram. Teddy posted, it was some woman singing along to Bobby Brown, My Prerogative, and underneath it he wrote, the new Guy single is on the way. And I was like, whoa, what have I just read? And then there was some post from Damien Hall having a little rant about the way Guy, and I thought, what's going on
Stevie's
here?
frozen now.
And then I seen another story with Teddy Riley. He's on a phone, and obviously it sounds nothing like Guy. I'm like, what is this? What was it called? Baby Mama drama or something? Just sounded like any other standard R&B. So I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, Guy 2.0.
Yeah, it's not even the essence of
Guy. I was having a bad dream. I thought I was having a nightmare or something. I thought, what's going on?
And I think, Teddy's got this, he's doing these 3 nights in Japan at the moment. And I would have loved to have gone out there. I know a couple of friends that are going out to those shows, and I think Ray Lavender, who's one of the members of this new incarnation of Guy, is going to be out there as well. That's what I understand. So I don't know. I don't get it. And who are the members? So is it Teddy, Ray Lavender, and who else did we figure out?
I mean, there's nothing stopping him calling a group Guy 2.0. There's nothing. You can't, And I'm not saying we agree with it, but it's like I say, it's his prerogative. That's why I put that post up. It's my.
Yeah, he can do what he likes, but just because you can do something, should you? I'm just saying, should you do something?
For those who are just joining, we just found out that Teddy is planning. I think it's called "Would You Be My Baby Mama" or something. Is it Baby Mama or something like that? And he says it's Guy 2.0. But from Damien put a post with the 3 original members, the 3 members of Guy himself, Aaron, and Teddy, and he was very cryptic, saying that there can only be one Guy, and anything other is wrong and disrespectful. At the time, I saw Damien's post first, and I didn't understand what was going on, and then I got sent the video of Teddy on a radio station saying this is a new single from Guy 2.0 with the new single. So things are developing, and we'll find out. And when we do find out what's going on, we will share with you guys.
Has Teddy moved on and we haven't? I'm talking about musically, because we all want 30 years ago. Teddy's moved on. He doesn't. Has Teddy moved on, and we all as loyal followers haven't moved on really? We're still stuck.
Maybe, but if that's the case, let's say Teddy's moved on musically, then why call it Guy 2.0? Why not call it something else?
Yeah, a new group.
Anything else.
Yeah.
As you said, Teddy and Friends, Teddy Riley and Friends, or something.
I had to like this one. You could have called the group the other guy.
The other
that would have been good. Yeah.
Well,
so I mean, the new guys. Yeah, the new guys. Yeah. So when we get more information, we will let you know. Dio, welcome. My good friend Tanya, out in Germany, welcome. And David Yardi, welcome. Ezekiel, welcome as well. So Andrew Knight will be joining us shortly, but for those joining in this evening, we are going to do the Battle of the Ballads, and then in 2 weeks' time is the Battle of the Up-Tempos from both groups. And as we said, both albums came out within a month of each other, and I think they have some hardcore fans on either way. Stevie, how did you find doing this compilation when you listened to both albums and had to choose and pick?
I think for us all, these are 2 iconic albums that we hold dear to our hearts because we've grown up with them. And I played them both to death back then. Like I say, the 2 stalwarts of our favorite R&B era, our genre, And it was great because you had one side of ballads, one side of up tempo. So that was it. That worked for me. So, but putting this in a top 10 or a top 11, I'll be honest, it weren't too difficult. It wasn't too difficult. There was a discrepancy over one of the tracks, I think, was Your Love. I didn't know whether I was going to include that because it sounds very...
A little bit mid-tempo, but
It's
it's
a mid-tempo. It's a mid-tempo.
Then again, there's another track that's just a pure a cappella. It's not a ballad. It's just an a cappella. And we're including that. So I've got a top 11 anyway. I've got my top 11. It wasn't too difficult. But, you know, I love all these tracks. There's not one bad track here. You might think, why have I put that here and why have I put that there? But I still love all the tracks on it.
Okay. Miss Seven, your Stay will be considered a ballad because side 2 was Jodeci's New Jack versions of stuff. So yeah, Stay and Your Love.
Ballad. Of course it is.
Yeah, Brando from Chicago. Welcome. VJ, how did you find this unbiased top 10?
Yeah, so there was no bias whatsoever on this. It was very simple to do, and no, it was a great one to do because I mean there were only two groups at the time. It was either Boyz II Men or Jodeci or both, and then any discussions that I had at college at the time, everybody agreed that they're both amazing and we can enjoy both of them without having to pit them against each other. I mean, today is just a bit of fun, but at the time we had some very serious debates in college. I think I took that more seriously than my actual college education because very intense conversations.
Mate, I couldn't find anybody in college who was into what I was into. You were lucky.
There was a whole crew of us. We all loved New Jack and all of that stuff. So, and yeah, tough one. Where to position them, but I think you'll see what my thoughts are when we do the list. T-shirt excluded from the
Well, for those who let me just run through the 11 songs that qualified for this top 20 for top 10. From Boyz II Men is Please Don't Go, Lonely Hearts, This Is My Heart, Ooh Ah, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday, Your Love.
Oh, he's frozen us again.
Yeah, either that or he's posing.
And then from Jodeci we had Stay.
Andy, you're freezing.
Yeah, so those were the 11 songs that made it through. And Kieran from Australia, welcome. Wow, goodness, it must be midday over there. We've got No Wall from Houston, welcome. We got DeMarcus Vaughn as well, welcome DeMarcus. So you can imagine how challenging this is when we have 11 songs, and I think it's going to be.
Please forgive Nambi for freezing tonight. I'm not sure he's aware.
You know, it's going to be okay. I just saw. I mean, having some connection issues. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay.
Hey, Total R&B in the house.
Yes. So this should be fun. Cooleyhighharmony has a special place in my heart. But when I'm listening to the Jodeci ballads, I'm like, oh man, how come this is not 1 to 5? Because they're like anthems. So yeah, but I had to go with my heart and my head as well when I was compiling my list. Okay, so it's about
based on that comment. Based on that comment, I can't wait to see your list. I'm so excited to see your list. I can see your head is in torment. You're torturing yourself. Like, what should I do?
Yeah, no, it was hard. It was hard. It was definitely hard. But I think the important thing was what I did is for those who wanted to know how because I got the 11 songs and I've shuffled them. Because when initially I was just listening to the each album, and it was like, oh man, Jodeci have got this, and then I'll listen to the Boyz II Men. I said, oh, okay, so I shuffled them, and I was able to like really listen to them and sonically differently, and start to be able to make a decision. So that made a massive difference. Not listening to them one track after the other, Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Boyz II Men, Jodeci, and I was able to get a list that I think, yes, that I think will work out. Please don't go. Dio is trying to throw in a pond there. It is. Please don't go. He's freezing. Yes, how ironic, great that both of the albums started off with slow songs. Yeah, definitely. It is. It's unheard of now, because back in the more mid 90s, you start off with your heavy hitting songs, then you go to your ballads. But yeah, they knew what they're doing. Okay, are we ready to rock and roll?
We can. I wanted to show something
Okay.
that I came across. I'm as I mentioned in the last podcast, I'm filing my music on Discogs, trying to get organized, and I've commandeered the whole of a particular part of our place, and it's I came across this record. It's guys dancing, and it's the second 12-inch, the UK 12-inch. So this is with so on side one you've got the main mix instrumental, and then you've got the Lindsley remix and the Lindsley instrumental. But inside, and I love these things. So like they have this biography of Guy and who they are, and they've typed it out on 2 pages, and somebody's taken a lot of care. So if I can just read like one paragraph, if that's okay. Guy, the legendary R&B trio and progenitors of the New Jack Swing sound, have reformed and re-signed with MCA Records and are set to release the hugely anticipated new single Dancing on May the 8th. The single is taken from Guy 3, their first new album in a decade. The single will be available in a variety of mixes, including remixes featuring Fat Joe and Cuban Links. And I love that. These are so cool, these little promo things that they stick in.
Press releases.
These press releases. And I didn't even know that I had it. I've just found it, and I just thought I'd share that. I thought that was cool.
You don't, guys, 2.0 to take off. You still want to cling on to the old guy.
Yeah, I mean, they're already there. You know what I mean?
Oh, goodness. Okay. So I didn't, if I was going to starting at number 11, it would be It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. I thought it was a nice track, and that's number 11. I really did my top 10, but I'll just throw that in because I think Stevie said he did that. I think vocally they were really good, but it isn't a track that I would put on repeat at any time. And it isn't a track that stirs any emotions. I think the video, I still remember the video, and I was a big Jim Henson fan. And they showed him in it, and it was like, you know, the sadness of losing the creator of the Muppets and stuff. But that's about it for me. So that was number 11, just in case, you know, because Stevie said he went to 11. What about you, V?
I did a top 10 as well. I did.
Okay, yeah.
And if I was gonna, I might as well talk about it. Seeing as Stevie's done a top 11, my 11, and this is very, very reluctantly. My 11 is Lonely Heart, and I think it's an incredible song. And he's fallen off his chair, and rightly so. Yeah, I wasn't even going to tell you my 11.
Red card.
You have
Red card.
Dismal, man.
Red card. That's a red card.
He's not even started yet. He's giving him a red card.
That is a red card. Lonely Heart.
I'll just sit here in silence for the rest of the podcast. Lonely Heart's a fantastic song. I think the way everything about this song is it's so. And the thing is, with both of the ballads on both of these both artists, it's incredible. Like Boyz II Men smash Lonely Heart out of the park, and it was either that or anyway. I'll leave it at that. Lonely Heart is my number 11. I'll take the flak. I'll take it.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Stevie, what did you put out for that?
My number 11 is a song that was originally written by a guy called Fred Perrin. And if you Discogs Mr. Fred Perrin, he did a lot of Motown stuff back in the 60s, did stuff for Barry White. He also did stuff on the New Edition album, Under the Blue Moon. He was drafted into write for New Edition Blue. But the track I'm talking about is from a soundtrack from 1975 called Cooley High. Cooley High. Now, where did Boyz II Men get their album title from? Cooleyhighharmony. It must have come from this soundtrack from 1975. I'm talking about the song It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, originally done by G.C. Cameron. But I've got to say, after listening to both versions, I think Boyz II Men's version is superior. I think it's an incredible version. Sadly, didn't make my top 10. I consider it an a cappella. I think it was dedicated, wasn't it, to MC Trouble when she passed away?
Yeah.
And they dedicated it to her. That was big news at the time because she was signed to Motown. But it's a great little a cappella right at the end of one of them sides of the vinyl. I didn't appreciate the time, maybe it's because of my age, but listening to it now, I can appreciate it a lot more. But it's at number 11 anyway.
Yeah, me too. At the time, I just thought, no, I think the video is what I saw, Jim Henson and stuff, and but yes, I probably would have skipped it when I had the album. But okay, at least we just threw. I thought when we started at number 11, we're all going to have that as number 11, and just as, okay, look good, we've got it out the way. VJ, I have no idea.
No, so I'll just preempt why I've put it up where I put it, and we'll get to it. And I put it where I put it because of the impact it had. I mean, a lot of people really like that song. I never, ever, ever listened to that song. Ever, 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 ever. And I would rather listen to the Flexes version, which was on House Party 2, with Eric Williams and the Lighty Boys. And but yeah. Anyway.
Okay. All right. So number 10. This is the. Let me see what I get. Yeah. So number 10 for me was a track that we debated whether it should have included in there because it was a little bit more mid-tempo and stuff. But it did fit in, and it was produced by the Characters. The only track that not the only track, but one of their two tracks that they produced, and it's Your Love. I thought it was a nice track, but it wasn't a track that tug on my heartstrings. Something about ballads are that they make you feel like you are they speak to you. I think Your Love was not a bad one, but it didn't fit the rest of the album the same way, but it's made my number 10.
Wow. Interesting. We've all started off with Boyz II Men tracks.
My number 10.
Well, look at Miss Savignon put Forever My Lady at number 10.
Savignon, what are you doing there? What are you doing there?
What's going on?
Give her a red card.
Surely that's
you
more of a red
talk,
card.
VJ. You cannot talk.
Anyway, number 10. My number 10 is if I could get 2 red cards, I'm probably going to get it. Although I don't know, that's how this works. My number 10 is written by Nathan Morris, produced by Dallas Austin, recently covered in 2023 by One More, and their version is pretty good. And it's Please Don't Go.
What?
Number 10.
What? That is another red card, VJ.
See, I'm in the sin bin.
Dear me, you're not playing for Tottenham Hotspur now for the next 2 months, mate.
Yeah, I'm playing for Accrington Stanley now.
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
Send him out on loan.
forever. Just
goodness. Is it that you didn't really like the Cooleyhighharmony?
No, I love Cooleyhighharmony. What are you talking about? Please Don't Go is a fantastic song. And the thing is, this is another one of those lists where there's not a bad song on here. I will talk about 2 songs. The one that you guys have already talked about, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. That song is a no-goer for me. I never ever listened to it.
I hope you're looking at it. I actually had to put it so people can see what's going. Wait.
Anyway,
That's
I
disrespect.
understand.
Please don't go for number 10. End the
People are
live.
mad. It's gonna be bedlam. I understand that. But there's only so many positions that you've got.
What do you mean? Yeah, but you've just picked the
okay,
two
it's
best
not,
Boyz II Men
okay.
ballads and just put them at the bottom of the pile.
Okay, you put your love at number 10, which I cannot understand that at all. Your love is incredible.
Yeah, but
that is incredible.
Your love is incredible. What are you talking about?
It is
Incredible. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it
Your
is.
love is.
But it's yeah. Anyway, Stevie, what did you put down at number 10?
I must say that there is a certain feel to these Boyz II Men ballads, and it is. I mean, they talk about. It is a very. I can't explain. It's a feel to it, and it's summed up in this record, which is "Lonely Hearts." "Lonely Hearts" number 10 for me, and they do have a lonely, like the track. You know, get with some woman and she ain't reciprocating, and it does feel like that in the ballads. It feels like a rendering feeling when I listen to the ballads. It's a great track, "Lonely Heart," but like VJ said, there's only 9 more spaces left, and I've got some huge Jodeci tracks coming up and huge Boyz II Men tracks, but I'd say number 10 is "Lonely Heart" for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Well, we all listen to music very differently. We all listen to music very differently. Yes, Ezekiel, it is subjective. I think sometimes it almost seems sabotage at the same time. But anyway.
So in line with Ezekiel's comments, I think if I was to redo this list, I would put their number 11 at my number 11, because I've put that up there because big impact. But I should have been more. I could have been more subjective with that, probably. But, we'll get.
It says Mike gets stumped in Lonely Heart before being dumped by the group. Oh goodness. Anyway, number 9. Yeah, I don't know why. It was hard for Boyz II Men because they had the number 3 at the bottom, but they did have 6 ballads. Number 9 for me was "This Is My Heart," produced by Dallas, written by him and the boys. Yeah, it's it was one of the ones that I listened to and I'm like, okay, not too bad, but it didn't. On this list of ballads, when you have Jodeci, which continue to Dio, you got you and I at number 9. Yes. So "This Is My Heart," nice track, but wasn't their strongest.
"This Is My Heart."
Loving you, kissing you, holding you tight. Everything's is alright to you. Yeah, I loved it.
That's a good track, Nandi.
But I had some other ones that I really love. Yes, well, listen, very different. True, I loved that. You can get Selena Johnson on halftime chat. Selena Johnson. Oh, I know Selena Johnson. She's writer. Yes. All right. VJ, I'm almost frightened to know what's number 9 for you.
Number 9 is.
Oh no. Okay, let me just. Rascal 78. So today we're actually doing the ballads. So in 2 weeks' time, we're doing the up tempo. So like "Under Pressure," Motown Philly, My Phone, and all those up tempo ones will be in 2 weeks' time. So tonight is just the ballads because Rascal is putting "Under Pressure." Yeah. All right. Sorry, VG.
The remix might have gone higher, but this is a Nathan Morris track, written with Wanya, produced by Dallas Austin, sampled in 7 songs, including Beyonce's "Countdown." Also, a song by the same track title by Snoop Dogg and Swiss Beats. It's "Ooh Ah," that one.
Ooh
I never listened to this either because I remix a little bit. The remix is really nice, but I don't listen to this much. And if I was a little bit more subjective, I would have put that at number 10 as well, because I don't listen to it. And I know that people love it. A lot of people love it.
Yeah, if we think about if we're thinking about how that song came about, Michael Bivins, I heard the guy say in an interview that Michael Bivins said, guys, I want you to write to a track called Ooh Ah, make it sensual. And that was it. He just gave them the title, told them, and then they had to go home and write it. So I think we have to give Boyz II Men some credit for the fact that they all wrote. I think the three or the four of them did a lot of the writing. Nate, Sean, and Wanye. I think Michael wrote a little bit, but not as much as the other three. And yes, so that's how they came up with that one. Okay. Yes. So Brando, it is just the ballads today from both albums. Next week we are going to be doing the up tempos. Yeah, the New Jack up tempos in 2 weeks' time, because we wanted to. It would have been unfair to have 20 tracks to put into top 10, so we wanted to just do the slow songs this week, and then in 2 weeks' time we do the up tempo ones, and who knows? Okay. Stevie, what did you put down for your number 9?
Is it just me? I'm just thinking, I'm talking about the recording of the Boyz II Men ballads only, just the way, the actual sound of them. And I don't know whether it's been recorded in a big room. There's just, it's been recorded. It doesn't sound like, I mean, they must have been recorded in a studio, but it's just the sound of them. I can't.
It's a big sound.
I can't put my finger on it. There's a lot of air. There's a lot of airy things. It's just.
And you've also with the vocalists, like all four of them sound completely different. They are coming at you from all angles, and the vocal harmonizing of Boyz II Men is just, it's next level.
Different anyway.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Number 9, I went for ooh, ooh. I do prefer the remix. Again, I did play this a lot. I do enjoy this track, but it's just found its way at number 9, and we're still on Boyz II Men tracks. There's no Jodeci.
So Uwan was the only Jodeci type record. Yeah. Okay. So his number 10 is You and I. Wow, goodness. You and I. All right. So
we get to number 8.
We're getting to number 8 here. And this is my first introduction to Jodeci on my list. And as I said, and for those who may wonder how I know how I normally do these reviews, is I spend the entire week just listening to the album. So if we just did one album, I'll just listen to it nonstop. But because we had 2, I found that when I was just listening to the Forever My Lady album and trying to pick the ballads in order, it was hard because there were just bangers after bangers, and then you listen to Boyz II Men on its own, and it didn't seem to compete. So I had to create a playlist with all 11 tracks, all 11 ballads from both albums, and shuffle them, and that way I was able to listen to them and then be able to actually appreciate a lot more of the Boyz II Men. And actually, when I listened to Jodeci, I could say, well, yeah, as much as this is a great track, it didn't touch me the way this other track did. So at number 8 for me is Stay.
What?
Stay by Jodeci is at number 8.
Oh my!
I think one of the things about this track is when I listen to the track, I can just see the guys doing their dance. You know, when they just kick out one leg and hop 2 on one leg, then they kick out the second. Maybe ever just stay for a little. Yeah, so beautiful track, but it's when I listen to it, I don't feel it as much. So at number 8 is Stay. how can stay with him? You know, yes. So, yes, stay is number 8 for
red
me.
Card, please. Give him a red card.
Brando, yeah, it's so hard to say. Yesterday is
Shocking, mate.
included. I had it number 11.
Wow.
So,
my number 8 has been sampled in 4 songs, including Biggie's "Gimme the Loot." It's a cover of the GC Cameron track, which of course was, as Stevie pointed out, produced by Freddie Perrin of The Corporation. The Corporation was with obviously Phonce Mizell, Berry Gordy, Deke Williams, and they produced for the Jackson 5 all of their big hits, you know, "I Want You Back" and all of that. And if you think about that, that is the connection with the Jackson 5 and Boyz II Men. So I thought that was very interesting. Written by Christian Yaren and Freddie Perrin, produced by Dallas Austin. I prefer the Flex's version, as I've mentioned already. That was on House Party 2. I never ever listened to this song, ever. And I'll take a third. I'll take all the heat you've got to give me. I'm ready for all of your comments. It's So Hard to Say Goodbye is number 8 for me. It's a fantastic, and like, I have to say one thing, as a vocal composition and as a song, it's stunning. It's flawless. You cannot fault it. But if you listen to the Flex, that their version is also flawless. But for me, the Flex edge it, and that's why I never listened to this version.
Yeah, I get it.
Hold on a minute. You never listened to it, but it's at number what?
number 8.
Well, that doesn't make sense. If you never listened to it, you'd be at number 11, BJ.
That's what I said at the beginning. I said I should have put "Ooh-ah" and "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye." That's why Ezekiel was saying this is meant to be subjective, and that's where he's got a good point. I was trying to be subjective, but then there was a little bit of objectivity in there, and that objectivity took "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye" to number 8. And Ezekiel's got a very valid point. That should have been at number 11. It should have, but it's not. And I only put it at number 8 is because it was so popular. I mean, this song.
You put it at number 8 because
my objective hat tells you that my objective hat is saying that this song was massive. People listen to this a lot.
Of course,
everybody in college was listening.
Do you listen to it? And the answer is no. So it should have been number 11.
You're right, and I agree. I'm saying that. We said that 20 minutes ago. God, Stevie. I know. I'm aware.
Yeah,
red card, Namdi.
Yeah, well, I would just where the camera's moved around a bit, but my goodness, VJ.
Is that three red cards out of 4 songs? He
started explaining why he doesn't like the song, but he's like, and he doesn't listen to it. But it's at number 8 though, because
it's popular. Oh, just.
But I would say that I would always say that when you think about the Flex would say, yeah, man, we listened to the Boyz II Men one and added a little bit to it. And so, you know, it's like Michael did the first Super Bowl halftime and everyone then had a template to build upon. And so I think, you know, I love the Flex version. Yes, no problem with that. But I've always got to give it to the Boyz II Men. But anyway, it's the fun part of what we're doing here.
No, and is it Rally? Rally. I prefer the GC Cameron original version of "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye." So I understand. I understand the song. Don't get it twisted. I definitely understand the song. I know the history of this song. It's the original from '75 or whatever it was. It's next level. That song is the one for me, and the Flex out of those two edges it for me. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So. This is I never expected this to bring as much drama as it did. I thought the combination of both lists. Number 7 to me is another Jodeci.
Number 8, Namdi.
Oh, sorry. Yes, yeah. Go ahead, Stevie. You're number 8.
I'll just go ahead then, shall we? No, number 8. Number 8. I've gone with. I'm still with Boyz II Men.
What?
I'm still with Boyz II Men because let's have this right. Between the two albums and the ballads, which ones are actual genuine R&B classics? And I'm sorry, the Jodeci ones far outshine the Boyz II Men ones. Even though I love the Boyz II Men tracks, not all of them are classics. The Jodeci ones, a lot of them are classics. They're considered R&B classics now. So I'll just throw that out. Let you ever think about that. But anyway, Boyz II Men, This Is My Heart. Again, I really like this track.
Okay.
I really, really like this track. It's not in the classic. A lot of people, you know, you could say there's a lot of casual listeners out there probably don't even know what this track is. Probably never heard it. But it's at number 8 anyway.
Okay. It was at number 8. Yeah, I had it at number 9, and if Jackie McGee was here, she would say album filler. Yeah. Okay, so number 7, I've gone back to Jodeci, and
Wow.
yeah, and I had to make a balance. There was no way Jodeci was going to be 1 to 5 and Boyz II Men 6 to 11. But at number 7 is I'm Still Waiting. Nice track and stuff, but this wasn't one of my favorites from Jodeci, and didn't. But it, as I said, I love the harmony. I love the. I think musically, Devante was just all over the place, just doing mad skills on the keyboards with this. But I still had I had other songs, 6 other songs that I preferred to it. So number 7 is "I'm Still Waiting" by Jodeci.
Waiting for you to move.
Okay, VJ.
Number 7, written by Sean and Wanya, by Dallas Austin. This Is My Heart. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else about that song. It's a fantastic song.
It is. It's stunning. It
is stunning, but
could it have been a single?
Yes, it could have been. Of course, it could have been a single. This Is My Heart would have been a great single. But I think they had so many big songs on there. I mean, what would you not release as a single to put "This Is My Heart" out?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because what songs did they have as singles? They had Motown Philly,
Under Pressure,
Under Pressure,
Ooh Ah,
It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. No, that wasn't a single.
Yeah,
That was a single.
Yeah.
That was a video. There was a video for that.
Yeah.
And what else was there?
Please Don't Go. Was that a single? Yeah, I got it.
It was pressed. It was pressed.
Yeah.
It was definitely pressed.
Pro mode, wasn't it? And
pro
It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. Was that a single? I know there was a video to it, but was it?
I don't remember seeing a 12 or anything for that. I don't remember seeing something.
Symphony. Let's not forget Symphony. That was a single.
Symphony was great. Yeah, but the thing is, like, how many singles can you have off one album?
It's interesting.
The guy had
the up-tempos then, didn't they? They prioritized the up-tempos.
Me and Andrew, when we interviewed Sean Stockman in Chicago, he was saying that Boyz II Men don't get enough respect for their up-tempos. And I find that fascinating. And we agreed with him, because Boyz II Men up-tempos are stunning. And the podcast that we do in 2 weeks is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Boyz II Men are like, their up-tempos.
It could be getting flipped, that chart. Could be getting flipped.
It could be upside down. Because like a lot of people, they thought that the Jodeci up-tempos were subpar. A lot of people, I'm not saying they were, but a lot of people felt that compared to Boyz II Men.
Is that Rob?
Yes, Rob. That's Rob.
Hey, Rob. He said the way Devante. So this is Rob, guys. Vocals as if Prince produced a boy band. Yeah, I think vocally. I mean, I think Jodeci get the credit as the harmonies and the backing vocals and stuff. I think we always think Jodeci as, the creme de la creme for men, and then En Vogue for women. But there was, when I listened to the Jodeci stuff, I'm like, man, just look at how vocally they are. But can we feature ballads from both versions of Cooley? No, I think with the Cooley, they had a Still of the Night on the expanded Japanese version stuff and had so many remixes. So we're doing the main albums and stuff like that. Yes. Stevie, are you next then? Because I had
number 7 we're at, aren't we?
Yeah, I had I'm Still Waiting. And VJ, what did you get for I'm Still Waiting for your number 7?
This Is My Heart.
This is my heart. Yeah.
So right, number 7. I'll be honest, it's my first Jodeci entry. I could have done a Jodeci 5-1, easily done that. But then I thought, is it fair to keep my favourite Boyz II Men tracks out the top 5? That's the dilemma I was facing. And the other dilemma is how do I place these Jodeci tracks? Because that whole side of that vinyl, it's undefeated. It's all of them could have been singles. It's undefeated. So, every single one of them tracks is an absolute stone cold.
It was a different planet.
Oh, dearie me. But I kind of agree with you on this, Nandy. I've gone with I'm Still Waiting, and it's killed me to put it at number 7 because it's a killer track. I'm still waiting. How is that number 7? On any other chart, that could be number 1.
Yeah, I think one of the things. As I said, vocally and stuff. It was. I think if you just listen to Devante playing his keys in this, and the vocals and stuff, so you're just hearing them just doing their thing. It's crazy stuff. But I wanted to be fair, and I wanted to go with songs that really meant a lot to me, and so that's how I lifted it up. Okay,
Rob's got an interesting point there.
Oh, goodness! Finally,
Hello, Andrew.
Finally. Hey, what number are we on?
We are just at number 7, but we will let you go. We're going to let you go back and start from your but yes, but we've got, for those who don't know who Robert Stevens is, he was Rab. He was a solo artist, writer. He was also in 911. Was it Cutie?
Yeah,
it was the single they had. He is now a vocal coach for Rihanna, and I can't remember the name of the groups now. A lot of rock is.
He works with Brandy Carlisle a lot. Pharrell Williams, Justin Timberlake.
Yes. So that's Robert Stevens, aka Rab. So it's great that he's and Rab had a story about trying to form a group with Joe just before he came out with I'm in Love. And Joe was like, "No, I'm going solo. Thanks, but no thanks." But anyway, go ahead, Andrew. We're glad that you could join in. We've all done on number 7, but it'll be great for you to. Did you start with number 11 or 10 on your list?
10.
10.
Yeah.
So do you want to go from 10 to number 7?
Sure. So at the bemusement, I'm sure, of some people on the podcast, because I know this song is pretty legendary, I picked You and I by Jodeci at number 10.
What?
Exactly. Number 9. What?
Give him a red card. Give him a red card, Namdi.
Which song was that? Which song was that?
My lighting is not cooperating. I'm going to have to fix that in a second. Anyway, then...
Did you say You and I?
I said You and I. I knew. I feel like with You and I is either number 1 or like number whatever, right? But like I knew this is going to be a problem. But whatever. So that's that. Number 9 is Your Love Is So Right. Boyz II Men. That's number 9. And then number 8, also possibly red flag, is You and I Will Never Fall Apart. Yeah. Yo, your eyes almost fell out of your head, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, man. Forever My Lady is at number 8.
What?
And then
Hold on, get him out. He needs to go out. Andrew Naino has not turned up yet. He's not turned up. Just come back in and just go and what's going on?
Robert Stevenson, Rob, thank you for that, man. I love that. I love the like
what?
Yes. Anyhow, but I love you. I love that at the end. That's cool. I like that. Don't get me wrong. And that's the other thing. Like all the ballads are dope. I mean, you guys know this, right? Like Boyz II Men and Jodeci are the two twin pillars of R&B. So anyhow, so you want me to say number 7 too, and then we can keep going?
Yeah. Because we've
number 7 is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Injection, fellows. Anyhow, but let me tell you something. If remixes had been allowed, it would have been higher. Because I love the remix of Ooh Ah way more than the album version. So all of that said, I'm gonna get myself that ring light thing so that my lighting situation is thank you for letting me come in and catch up, y'all. All right.
Wait, before you go, have you seen this?
There we go. Thank you.
Because
what was it? 10, 9, 8, and 7 then? Recap that, please. 10 was what? You and I.
Yep.
Yeah.
9 was
Your Love.
Your Love. Number 8 was Forever My
Lady.
Oh my gosh. And number 7 was
You and I. Ooh Ah.
Ooh Ah.
Yeah.
I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned.
Wait, hold on a second. I know I'm so sorry for the other people here. Like, can you quickly run down your top 10, 9, 8, 10? Yeah.
So I mean, because there were 11 songs, so I had It's So Hard to Say Goodbye as number 11. I only just threw it in because I thought Stevie, we all would just throw it in there mistakenly. Number 10 for me was Your Love. Number 9 was This Is My Heart. Number 8 was Stay, and number 7, I'm Still Waiting.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
all right.
Nobody's going to agree on anything on this.
This is going to be a good one. Yes.
My number 11 was Lonely Heart. Number 10 was Please Don't Go. Number 9 was Ooh Ah. Number 8 was It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. And number 7 is This Is My Heart.
And tell him the reason why It's So Hard to Say Goodbye is at number 8 when you never listen to it.
We're not going over that again. We're not going over that again.
You're going to vote, apparently.
No. My subjectivity was foregone for a moment of objectivity because of the popularity of It's So Hard. But then I don't listen to It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. People made number 8. That's what Stevie's point is. Anyway, moving on. Stevie, what are yours?
Yeah. Oh, before you do that, D-Hawk, so Robert Stevens is Rob. So it is him. Yeah. Go ahead, Stevie.
Number 11 was It's So Hard to Say Goodbye because I considered it an a cappella, not a ballad. It's an a cappella. Number 10 was Boyz II Men Lonely Heart. Number 9 was Boyz II Men Ooh Ah. Number 8 was Boyz II Men This Is My Heart. And number 7 was Jodeci I'm Still Waiting.
All right. So You and I is definitely up there for you. All right, cool. All right.
We shall see.
Yeah. So I mean, getting to number 6 for me is a track that I didn't appreciate. Europe retained the Ryder Cup. That's good. A track that I didn't appreciate at the time, but I've grown to appreciate now. Maybe after hearing the story about how it came together, is Ooh Ah. And I think it was their more sensual song, on there, where if you listen to that in isolation, and I can't remember who said it, somebody said that Ooh Ah was the most Jodeci sounding track on the album. It's almost as if they listened to 12 play. Well, no, this came out before before R. Kelly and stuff, but that was it. But that's what Michael Bivins wanted them to write, and they came up with it. And so definitely a nice different track. Yeah, that's number 6 for me. Same with M Mac. As Hopeful says, Hard to Say Goodbye was horrible. Wow. It was okay. VJ, what's number 6 for you?
Number 6 is a character's production. It's a mid-tempo, written by Troy Taylor, and Troy Taylor doesn't get enough recognition for what he's done as a writer, producer, everything. Troy Taylor is absolutely the man. This song has a fantastic piano solo at the start, and the music is a masterclass in what the characters are about. It really is. Contains 2 samples. It contains 2 samples. It was sampled in 2 tracks, including Bow Wow's "Every Other" from 2010. My number 6 is "Your Love" by Boyz II Men. That's all of my Boyz II Men submissions through. You have them all now.
Wow.
Now you know where Boyz II, and they're all fantastic. They're all stellar songs. So I have to say that at the end as a disclaimer in case anybody decides to sue me.
So you threw them all. Okay. Stevie, what did you have for number 6?
I know what I have, but I've got to change it. I just can't. I can't justify what I've got at number 6. It needs to be in my top 5. So I'm going to make a dramatic change here. I'm going to trade my number 4 is going back to number 6, and my number 6 is going to number 4. So I'm going to agree with VJ. I'm going to put Boyz II Men, Your Love, at number 6, because there's no way I can keep this Jodeci. I can put Jodeci track at number 6. I just can't do it. It's too good. It's a classic. And Your Love, as much as I love the track, it's not a classic.
Okay.
But it's still a great track. It's a fantastic track. Number 6. Number 6.
Okay.
For me.
Well, at least you did better than Dio giving Jodeci "Come and Talk to Me" at number 6. Wow, Andrew, what's the number 6 for you?
My numbers. Before I get to number 6, someone mentioned the Ooh Ah video by Boyz II Men was painful or something, or hard to watch. And there's 2 versions of the video. There's a sequel version video, which is probably the one you're talking about. And then there's the regular version. The regular version, there's like an all in black, and they have like ties, and they're like singing around like a pool. But the "In a minute we'll be finished. Was I all that you hoped and dreamed? Was it strong enough?" Anyway, that one, they're trying really hard to be like, Mac Daddies and bathrobes and stuff. And it's just like, and they never did that again. Anyhow, I just wanted to call that out. My number 6 actually is, speaking of Boyz II Men. And before I even say that one as well, I just want to say Your Love, when they would perform that in concert in '94 on their tour with Babyface, it was very like, bah, 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 bah. I just like knocked over my mic. Your love is so right. It was just very like, it was almost, I think Brooke Payne probably did the choreography. But anyway, enough suspense. My number 6 is "This Is My Heart," Boyz II Men. I think it's a very Sean Stockman kind of song. And I think it's easily forgotten. As a matter of fact, the first time I did my list, I forgot that song existed. And then when I remembered, it skyrocketed to number 6. So, This Is My Heart, Boyz II Men.
This is my
I've heard about this.
Kissing, holding you tight, letting you know everything is all right. Do you love me? Anyway.
I've heard about this concert, but I've never seen a footage of it with black.
Soul. It was the Motown. I'm sure it was the Motown "Soul by the Sea" in the early '90s. There is a compilation album.
He's seen the video.
I remember seeing it. I do remember seeing Basic Black performing "Special Kind of Fool" and Boyz II Men.
I haven't seen that.
The Temptations.
Yeah.
I wish the BBC had run it again or put it on the iPlayer or something.
Was it produced by the BBC? Wow.
Yeah. It was I don't know if it's produced by the BBC, but they put it out there at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're number 5. I wonder, because you mentioned that the Boyz II Men felt they never got respect for their up tempo. you know, who mentioned it? Somebody
I
said
was
that.
talking about Boyz II Men.
Yeah, that.
Me and Andrew. I was just saying about when we interviewed Sean Stockman, and
Oh wow, that's a
Sean,
throwback.
yeah, and Sean said that Boyz II Men don't get recognition for their up tempos.
Yeah, I mean the only one would be like really Motown Philly. When I saw them in concert, that's the only up tempo they did, which is crazy to me. But Simpin', come on, man! Like I just feel like if you're a true New Jacker and you hear that Simpin', for me the remix especially,
amazing.
Yeah,
yeah. I think this is the difference between a label making the decision and seeing how successful End of the Road was, and saying, yeah, we need to stick with that.
This
we
lane.
need ballads because you're going to sell more records, and the artist saying, but we want to showcase our skills, and they're like, no, we don't need Boys in the Hood. We need
LOL. Nambi, so I gotta say that I can't let it go. Like,
yeah,
they did do that song, but I never liked it. I was like, you guys are trying way too hard.
I saw them live when they did that, and I was my so when they came out with Evolution, I remember going to see them, and I'm seeing them dancing. I'm like, what the hell? Come on, stand up with the mics. What the hell? It's almost like Jodeci going back to doing Gotta Love. And they're like trying to like remember the routines, and it's like, no, you're balladeers. And they were trying, and I didn't like the whole, the whole Puffy giving them tracks.
Yes.
Because it just wasn't them. And the album didn't do as good because they would say because they took their budget to give it to 98 Degrees. But I would say the songs were not that great compared to what you've been doing from your 2 album and Cooleyhighharmony. And that's why.
Yeah, and I just wanted to jump in as well. Like, this is back when I was a cheapster, but I was also a broke college student. Evolution has the honor of being the only album I actually returned. I remember I bought it and I returned it. Wow, I was that disgusted. I mean, I like 4 Seasons of Loneliness. I like that one.
Yeah.
There's just so much, and even doing just fine. Those two, but I was like, this is not worth the $15 I paid for this, so I returned it. Wow. And I'm trying to remember. I was going to say something else. I remember. Yeah, Chin Beats. Agreed. Thank You was a good song. Thank You was a good song, but it wasn't on the same level commercially as the other ones from that album. No. Anyways, yeah, but yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
Did I mention working at HMV and Boyz II Men coming in? Have I ever mentioned that? So Boyz II Men, we used to sell a lot of music. It's HMV, right? So Nathan comes in first, and he wants to see how Evolution's doing. So he comes in, and he happens to come across me because I know who he is, and I just happen to be in that exact section. So he says, so how's this album doing? And I said, it's doing okay. It's not Cooleyhighharmony.
It's not too.
It's not. And it just came out that week or the week before, and he just wanted to know. He was coming in as investigative purposes, and then I saw all of them afterwards, and I got their autographs, and I used to see them every week for a couple of months. They were flying through that terminal for 2 months in a row, and every time I had this thing with Wanya, and me and Wanya would just do this to each other. That would be it. That was it. We didn't have any conversation. But I thought that was an interesting story about Evolution. And Nathan, he came in hard. He's like, he really wanted to know, like, how's it doing?
Yeah.
And wow.
I want to answer M Mac's question. That was on Michael, Nathan, Sean Wanye from the 2000 album. And that album had a song called Lovely that I remember during when me and Vij interviewed him. I told Sean that should have been your single.
That was a great song, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was
so
great.
Pass You By and Thank You in Advance were on. And Thank You in Advance was the second single. I'm like, why, dude? No, should never been a single. Pass You By was decent, but then it should have went right to Lovely. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I think that to me, that was when they came out with Evolution, I just knew that was over. And I think that was their decision. They took an executive decision that we want to do things our way. And anytime artists say we want to go this direction. If you fail, it's on you. And I think if they just continue with the formula, get your Babyface in, get your Jimmy and Terry, and continue with the formula, it shouldn't stir you wrong. And I know Puffy was hot, but it's just like Teddy doing the James Ingram. Yeah, he's a hot producer, but you just don't fit that. And so that was oh goodness. So I feel for the guys. But anyway, not just distract from stuff. Next in 2 weeks' time, we're doing the ballads, so it would be very interesting to see if the Boyz II Men ballads of the Cooleyhighharmony score a lot better than the Jodeci ballads. But my number 5 is Please Don't Go from the Cooleyhighharmony album. And a track that I really did appreciate. I love the musicality of it, but it rounds up at number 5. Yes, Christmas Interpretations. We're working with Brian McKnight. That was beautiful album. Yeah, that was the old Brian McKnight, not the version. It's Brian McKnight 2.0 that we're getting right now. And I used to buy every Brian McKnight album because he was just like, I knew what I was going to get. I just loved his debut. Thought one of the best debut albums I ever got was his debut album. I used to play it on repeat. And then he too went to Puffy to do a track and stuff.
I remember that one. You Should Be Mine. Yeah.
He wasn't too bad, but it's like, why?
No, with Mace on it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Goodness. Anyway, yeah, he's talking about James Ingram, right? But no, I just thought James Ingram felt like an OG, and now you got him doing the Running Man. I felt like. I'm like,
that was my takeaway from your last comment. The fact that you said that you didn't like James Ingram, it's real. I get what you're saying. Like, when you got an older artist that does like something new, sometimes it doesn't fit. Like there's a track, what was that song called? Stevie, you might remember that Diana Ross song that was done by Chucky Thompson. It's a wicked track, but it's Diana Ross, and you think, what's going on? Why is Diana Ross working with Chucky Thompson? That makes no sense. But it's like,
I know the one you mean now.
It's wicked track, really brilliant. But it's like that, or you know what I mean, like Patti LaBelle working with Teddy Riley, but it's real.
No. I love the I love the stuff that Teddy did. The 2 tracks he did.
This Word Is All in All This Love. Yeah,
love those. I love that album. Ted said Gems. No, he did well with that. I think he was doing the Running Man. That it was a beautiful
video.
I love the whole Gene and say what we do next. I mean, I was a massive Teddy fan, but I just thought James Ingram's an OG. He's one of those.
But so Patti LaBelle, man, and Patti LaBelle was 94. James Ingram was only 89.
No. He got the balance right with the Patti stuff. I think he got the balance right. I think this was anyway. It was a good track. Yeah, it was just different. And Mac is saying, is Wanya not with his one more? I thought has he left them?
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
But Wanya is doing the same as Brian with his kids. Well, I didn't know that because I thought he was
terrible.
I don't know. Let's just pray for them. Let's just hope.
I didn't know about that. Anyway,
that's it.
Well, so my number 5 I mentioned was Please Don't Go. No.
My number 5, reluctantly, is Jodeci's. It's a Jodeci track, obviously written by Devante Swing, produced, and this combination just kills me. The idea that Devante and Albie Shaw did so many songs together in 1991, it blows my mind. This song samples the incredible commission track Running Back to You from 1986. It's sampled in 3 songs, including 112's intro off their first album. It is, of course, I'm Still Waiting, and it's a brilliant song. And I can't put it any higher. It's number 5.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's a hard one. Go ahead, Stevie.
My number 5. Many years ago, I learned a very old Jedi mind trick, and I had to use it on VJ and Andrew Knight to get what I wanted. Now, in late June, we was in a record shop, and VJ pulls out a new edition 12 that we'd never seen before. Do you remember that one, VJ? You'll never let me forget this.
No, I won't.
And he went, Stevie, I've never seen this. Have you ever seen this? And I went, and this is where the Jedi mind trick came. And I went, no, I've never seen. Do you mind if I have that, VJ? He was so like, oh, wow, Stevie wants, there you go. And he handed it over to me.
That was a wrap.
But what he didn't realise was, nearly 20 years earlier, I did the same to Mr. Andrew Knight. We was in a store called The Thing.
Yes, I remember.
And we was rummaging through some CDs. And he pulls out this CD single. He goes, Steve, what I just found. Promotional CD single with a cover, radio edit, album version, and instrumental. And I was like, whoa. I said, Andrew, do you mind if I have that, please? He just went, yeah. He was so stunned that I won. He went, yeah, just take it.
What was it?
It was Boyz II Men, Please Don't Go. And that's at my number 5.
I loved it. I love it. Okay.
Nice.
He's probably forgotten all about that. He had the CD single in his hand. And he kindly handed it over to me.
Does it have like any rare like mixes on it, or
it's got the instrumental on it? I've never seen that anywhere else.
Okay. Not on the CD. That's rare on the CD. That's a difficult one to find.
But I think that is, for me, that's the best ballad on that Boyz II Men album. By a mile. That for me is the classic on that album for me. Even when that One More did it, it made me realize even more, my gosh, this is an amazing, the way they brought it back to life. I had to go back to the original and thought, wow, that is incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
And baby, I get caught up with you. I think one thing I appreciate with Boyz II Men on when they did the ballads is that all 4 of them you could hear them on there, and that's I had to appreciate them on that. Broken Love podcast.
I'm just joking, by the way, about the Jedi mind trick. I just thought it'd be an actual story.
It's all good. It's all good. Hopeful's also said something. She's talking about one thing. I wanted to just show this. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
Oh, that's the Forever My Lady set. Nice.
Yeah. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah. Brooklyn Love podcast. It is in 2 weeks' time that we're doing the up-tempo. So Love We Share and My Phone Doesn't Ring Anymore and You and I and Motown Philly. We're going to do the up-tempo top 10. So that will be next week. So today's just the ballads of both albums. Yes. All right. Andrew, what did you have as your number 5?
My number 5. Well, wanted to call out, someone mentioned Feels Like Another One with Patty and Big Ed. That's what I was thinking the whole time. All right. So my number 5, had it been the remix, it would have been higher. But it's not the remix. My number 5 is a Jodeci track. And I want to one of my favorite parts of it is, I want to know, you want to tell me your name. Let me play your game. I love that little but in the remix, that da-doom, da-doom, I mean, come on. And that whole, you look so sexy. But that's not on the album, though, right? The album is just more classy. Anyways, you got the point. Number 5, Come and Talk to Me, Jodeci. And it sounds like an atrocious, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Blasphemy to be at number 5, but it is, but again, if it was a remix, different story. So
okay. People would say, Come and Talk to Me. Okay, number 5. Okay. I had Come and Talk to Me at number 4. And actually, I think for most people, it would probably be their top 2 songs for Jodeci, Come and Talk to Me. But I think I think the challenge when you do this, when you're ranking the songs on an album that came out 34 years ago,
Wow.
is how you felt when you listened to it, through the 90s, and then how it is when you listen to it now in a short week, and trying to, because your tastes change. And for me, my taste did change. So that's why Come and Talk to Me, which I would say most people would put it in the top two. It's number 4 for me. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. VJ.
My number 4 is also written by Devontae Swing, produced by Devontae and Albie Shaw. This song should have been a single. And I know Rob said a little while ago that this is the weakest song. I don't know if he's saying it's the weakest song on this album or if he's saying it's the weakest ballad. But I definitely think this is the single that got away. And it is You and I. I think it should have been a single. I think it would have been a fantastic single.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they've done remixes of it. And they should have dropped them. They should have dropped it and that. And somebody, a friend of mine, sent me some instrumentals. They created instrumentals using AI of this whole album. And You and I, oh my God, the music just sounds stunning. Just the music alone. No vocals, just the music. It is perfection. And that's number 4. In another version of this list, this was much, much higher, but I'll leave it at that. It's at number 4. And that's my number 4. That's it.
Lovely.
Cool. Stevie, what made you number 4?
This is the track that moved from number 6 to number 4. There's no way it could have been at number 6 because it is a classic, and it's Jodeci, Come and Talk to Me.
There you go.
I had to move that. Top 5. We're getting to the business end now.
Yes,
the real. It all.
Yeah, I mean, some people still have Boyz II Men, Mr. Vigneault and Dio as number 4. This Is My Heart and Lonely Heart. So some people still have room for Boyz II Men, while VJ has dispersed of Boyz II Men. Okay, Andrew, what's number 4 for you?
I took too long to Google the lyrics, so I'm just gonna do it really quick. Shit. Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna sing it. I'm gonna say it for another song. But my number 4 is in fact the single that Stevie Jedi mind tricked away from my hands, and that is "Please Don't Go," Boyz II Men at number 4. Because I've done it before, but I wanted to do the whole "I can turn it around." So but I don't want to mess up the lyrics. So anyway, but it's "Please Don't Go." But I got some more stuff coming up in 3, 2, and 1. So yeah, "Please Don't Go," Boyz II Men.
Okay.
It's a great.
This is the business end of the of it. So we've gone to the top 3, and this was my highest place Boyz II Men track. And as I said, when I listen to this album, it takes me back to when I had it, and I was just starting college and stuff, and this album was a sense of comfort, so it takes me back there, and I wondered why this guy didn't sing more on the track. The closer and the closer I get to you, keeps me warm, and you know it's true. So please bring your love into me and don't go. A lonely heart is what
Yeah, dude.
I just loved when Mike just comes in there and just sings but then they almost turn him down. I'm like, come on, lift him up. They turn him down. I loved Lonely Hearts.
You always pick the blandest ballad, don't you? You always put the blandest thing right.
I loved
This really
Lonely Hearts.
surprised me.
And
This really surprised me.
And there's somebody that sings out in this high pitch. It could be, I don't even know, because we didn't get the one year moments that we get in the 2 album. In this album, he was he was a little bit more contained, but it was just the vocals were coming from everywhere. A Lonely Heart, I just loved it. Love when Mike just comes in with his stuff. Yeah, it was. I wish it could have been a little bit higher, but the other two songs were just pipped it. But Lonely Heart is my number 3.
If I may, I love the diversity of these opinions, and I can't wait for VJ to like drop the overall list, because Lonely Heart is the reason why I don't have 11. So it's the one song that actually
wow, dude. That's
and when she goes like, Mike, the love is gone. So, like I can't do it. I just feel like even the whole like intro thing is I just can't get it. But yo, first of all, the way you dropped Mike's verse just now, can you do that again? That was actually really good. Can you do it? You were good. Do it.
See, the pressure is on and stuff. But I think I've always loved how he when there's only so many places that he does sing, and I hated when they used him as a gimmick and just to talk in his Barry White voice. But I'm like, come on, the guy can sing and stuff like that. But that was his voice, and
you're gonna make me revisit it now. Seriously. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not much better than we're talking about it. It's
yeah. Wanya became the close of the album, but he didn't. In this album, you don't necessarily remember him as much as you would in the 2 album, where it was like, okay, come on, I'm gonna. No, I think Babyface and Daryl Simmons are the ones that got Wanya to be the closer in End of the Road. That was then his moment. So we always work, okay, bring it home, Wanya. But in this album, you don't notice him as much. And the up tempos you do. But yes, this was Lonely Heart number 3 for me. I wish it could have been higher, but yeah. Okay. VJ, wow. What's number 3 for you?
Number 3, also written by Devante, produced by Devante Albee Shaw. This is sampled in 13 songs at least, sampled in 3 Jodeci songs. It was sampled in What About Us? It was sampled in Those Things off their 4th album, and sampled in Jodeci's Jodecidal Hotline of Diary of a Mad Band. This is obviously on my other list that we've done recently. This obviously ranked much higher, but I've ranked it at number 1 on other lists so much recently. I'm sick of it over the last month. It's a classic, and it's Come and Talk to Me. That's my number 3. I love it. It's a perfect composition. The album mix, the remix, any mix of that, even that rather odd horny mix, which I never. Anyway, I won't get into that. That's a conversation maybe after Watershed or something, but I think we're good. Come and talk to
I'm
me.
curious though, between the hip hop, the remix and the album mix, which is your favorite?
The remix is the one that changed the world. It changed R&B, so it has to be the remix. But the album version is lovely. It's a beautiful composition.
Apparently, the horny mix is very big in the gay bars of San Francisco.
Okay. Stevie, what's number 3 for you?
Oh, number 3. Shout out to artist Tiffany Evans, who recently used the backing track, the Jodeci backing track for this, and one of her newer singles this year. If you've not heard of Tiffany Evans, check her out. She's doing R&B with a kind of 90s flavor. But my number 3 is Jodeci, and it's Stay, the big Stay. Could have been number 1, could have been number 2, but it's ended up at number 3. It's a classic. What can you say about it? It's an incredible record. Was there any remixes of it?
Of Stay?
It was just like the drum bass mix, and it wasn't really a remix, was it?
But it's a little different. Nothing that would.
Yeah, that 12. It's strange 12. That one. It's like the bass mix and the drum.
Yeah, exactly.
But number 3, it didn't really need a remix, did it? I mean, it's that good on its own.
My take on songs like that is perfection does not need tinkering.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with the radio version, album mix, and instrumental. Done for me.
What about you, Andrew? What's number 3?
I'm singing.
Just a little love is all I need. Just a little love is all I need. Whoa. To feel and love your warm embrace, baby. Anyhow, yes, I'm still waiting for you to come back to love. So we can feel this life, I think he says, we're dreaming of. And then, so don't wait. Another day might be too long. So slow, go slow, so nothing goes wrong. Anyways, I remember the first time I heard the album, I was just like, this song is so good. And then that whole just a little love is all I need. Like, when he comes in, it just sounds chills. All right, you guys get the point. I got excited, but I'm gonna reel it back in. I'm so Jodeci numero tres.
Yeah, I mean, with that track, if you listen to it, just listen to Devante just with the keyboard. It just all over, and it was like, man, this guy. And then he just brings in the vocals, like, okay, you bring in here, you bring in there. Let's just make it rich and stuff like that. Definitely, amazingly produced track. Amazingly produced track. Okay, number 2 for me. Goodness. I almost put this in number 1. It was a tough one. And at first I didn't appreciate this song at first. Definitely I'm not going to be able to sing it. But I think what has happened over time is that I spent this time to listen to it. And I think, yeah, I spent time listening to it, and I think it starts off slow, not too bad, gets in the middle, and then by the time the crescendo comes, the end part, I'm like, oh my goodness. And it almost made number 1 for me. But I'm surprised for me that out of all this list, that the song that came at number 2 was You and I.
Wow.
It's the production.
I love
the
that
vocal
song.
arrangement.
Oh,
It's
so
just
good.
like, I'm just listening to it. I'm thinking, man, JoJo was on another level with this track. I'm like, wow, JoJo. I didn't realize, I had to appreciate JoJo. I'm like, okay. And I don't, because normally KC did most of the hits, but JoJo took this to church and he just stayed on it. And yeah, it's, so this You and I, number 2 for me. And I almost shifted it, but I thought, no, number 1 is number 1. But yeah, You and I know you guys had it much lower, but it was definitely a song that I appreciate.
I think I was the only one. Everyone else had it up pretty high. Yeah.
Great choice.
I knew.
There was another version of this list where I put it at number 1. I did. It's so good. You and I, so good. And it should have been a single. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't a single.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it definitely was. There's a lot with and I think it's the production that I had to give it to Devante, because you can hear his keyboard flow throughout it. And he, normally I like when Teddy does his keyboard stuff, but Devante just and he gets all over the place, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, but JoJo, I think, as I said, if somebody says, tell me one of JoJo's best songs, I would say, yeah, just listen to You and I. I'll say then, and tell me how good JoJo was as a singer and stuff. Yeah.
Butter is the right word.
Does he
agree.
Does he get the credit as a vocalist, or does KC sort of take the limelight? Do we just forget that JoJo, with his falsetto, was that good?
I mean, people that I've spoken to, they many people think JoJo is a better vocalist than Casey. And I mean, historically, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about when these albums were made. JoJo's vocals just hit a little differently. They're very polished. And he did a song called Sherry with Nice and Smooth, produced by Mark Morales and Corey Rooney. And that song, if you listen to JoJo on that, oh my God, JoJo's a very, very special vocalist. I agree with you.
I think it's easy for KC to take it to church and then rely on that big voice and just be, I can just sing it. I think for JoJo, I think to do the falsetto, to take it softly and bring emotions in his falsetto, I think that takes a lot more out of it. But back in the 90s, it was the big Aaron Hall, there was Coco, those kinds of big voices, church voices that dominated. And I think I wonder if JoJo could have been a solo artist if we'd appreciated him as much. But anyway, that's you and I appreciated JoJo more when I listened to this first time I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm really very happy to hear that you have put that at number 2. It's great. I love that. Derek Mallory has asked a question. We know that Dave Hollister is Casey and JoJo's cousin, but I don't know. Did he sing vocals on "I'm Still Waiting"? I don't know. I never heard that.
Maybe the remix.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. But we know that they're related. My number 2 is sampled in 14 songs. It was included in Mariah Carey's track "Impossible" from 2009. This was written by Devante and Albishaw. So all the other tracks are written by Devante, and then I'm talking about the ballads. So written by Devante, and then produced by Devante and Albishaw. This was written and produced by Devante and Albishaw. So this is obviously one song. From what we've heard, it was recorded with a very special Kim Porter in mind, and that is "Forever My Lady." That makes my number 2. Stunning song. I love it. And the remixes, oh my God, do not get me started on the remixes. Otherworldly. Devante is on a different planet when he created those as well. So my number 2, "Forever My Lady."
Wow. Okay. Stevie Street.
If I had to really nail it down, I think there's 3 real classics on this Jodeci album. I've already had "Come and Talk to Me." I've already mentioned "Stay." So at number 2, the third classic, and it is a classic, and VJ just mentioned it, is "Forever My Lady." It's at number 2.
Wow.
It's an incredible record. It's a record you could play if you was getting married. It's like a wedding type record, isn't it? Quite easily at a wedding, it's a fantastic record. So number 2 for me, the classic Jodeci title from their album "Forever My Lady." Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good choice.
Andrew, what about you?
So a big part of my selection was just, how does the song make me feel? Do I play it often? And some songs I think are really they're powerful, at least emotionally. So when I listen to the song, I think of, just kind of solemn moments. When they performed it at the show I saw last month, they were missing, of course, bass McCary. So it wasn't the same. And there is music behind it. And I think, no, when it's completely a cappella and bass is there too, I think it's a very solemn song. And it's a song that I think actually, when you think about, you're missing, days of the past. So I'll just say, and I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Anyhow, so hard to say goodbye to yesterday is my number 2. I don't listen to it very often, but when I do listen to it, I go, man, I think of that movie. Oh my God, what's it called again? Cooley High. I think of Cooley High. I think of also the Flex's version from House Party 2, and then of course their version. So it's just every day that we have, even this moment right here, not to get corny on you guys, but seriously, these are special moments and we should just not take them for granted.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. I mean, good that you put it that high up. And as I said, I appreciated when I first heard it. I think it shifted over time. Hopeful mentioned about there's a different version of Forever My Lady that Devante wrote compared to what they did with I'll Be Sure. And I probably, because I know he wrote it when he was 16, but I can imagine the lyrics being different because Dalvin said that we were kids, so we didn't know anything about having babies and stuff. He probably had a different thought of it, and I'll Be Sure's influence might have been about giving birth. So that would be interesting stuff. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Stevie. Oh no, is it me? Okay, I've said mine out. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off from number 11 down to number 1, and so I had number 11 is It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. Number 10 was Your Love. Number 9 is This Is My Heart by Boyz II Men. Number 8 was Stay. Number 7 is I'm Still Waiting, Jodeci. 6 was Ooh Ah by Boyz II Men. 5 was Please Don't Go by Boyz II Men. 4 was Come and Talk to Me, Jodeci. 3 was Lonely Heart by Boyz II Men. 2 was You and I. Goodness. Case JoJo singing I Love You. Yeah, at the end, just listen, just stay, just what the last part, the crescendo part, man. And number 1 for me was when I heard this song, it reminds me when I moved to the States in '92, and it was a whole different world for me to listen to these guys sing and the theme. And I'm come from, I was born in England. I went to boarding school in Nigeria, and so listening to this song, I couldn't equate. I mean, I was about 18 years old, and you don't necessarily see guys singing about "So You're Having My Baby," and you mean so much. And so it was It was fascinating for me to listen to the lyrics, but I lived in the South. I lived in Alabama, and it was almost like everyone could relate to this. Like, yeah, okay, this is what I'm going to sing to my girl. And so it was an eye opener to be in a country and live in the South and have a lot of teenage pregnancies and guys, single moms and stuff, and this song almost resonating. But as I said, it brings so many different memories, both when I think of it from I'll Be Sure's point, when he is helping write about his relationship with Kim and him settling down temporarily and being proud that he's going to have his first a child, not his first, maybe his second child. I think Quincy. I just say that this is a classic. I think it's not my favorite Jodeci song, but it's off this album. It's my favorite Jodeci song, and I think "Forever My Lady" is just one of those songs that it's like, wow, such a special song, and so it is my ultimate number 1 from both albums as a ballad. "Forever My Lady."
Wow.
Yes. All right.
Nice.
PJ, so on you now.
So my number 11 was Lonely Heart, produced by Dallas Austin. Number 10 was Please Don't Go, produced by Dallas Austin. Number 9 was Ooh Ah, produced by Dallas Austin. Number 8 was It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, produced by Dallas Austin. Number 7 was This Is My Heart, produced by Dallas Austin. Number 6 was Your Love, produced by The Characters.
So he had all his from 11 to 6 was all Boys to Men.
Yeah,
Not that he,
and they're all great songs. I've
Yeah.
listened to this album to death, so it's not that. It's just we've pitted the two groups that were the top of the tree, top of the list at the time, and Jodeci just happened to be one of my favorite groups ever. So unless the group,
well, we couldn't tell when we saw the shirts.
yeah, exactly, and unless the group is called Guy, Jodeci are most likely going to win every single time. So that's me. There's my subjectivity there. Number 5 was I'm Still Waiting, produced by Devante and Albie Shaw. Number 4 was You and I, produced by Devante and Albie Shaw. Number 3 was Come and Talk to Me, produced by Devante and Albie Shaw. Number 2, Forever My Lady, produced by Devante and Albie Shaw. And number 1, sampled in 5 songs, including MC Hammer's Break 'Em Off Something Proper from 1994, written by Devante. 5 minutes, 11 seconds of absolute magic, is Stay. What a song. JoJo smashes the shit out of this song. What a legend. It is perfection. It is a great song. And today, it'll change tomorrow, but today, it's number 1.
Where did you put You and I? At number 10?
Number 4.
Oh, number 4. Okay.
It was number 1 on a previous list, but then I thought I'm just going to go for the classics for the top 3. But You and I is a very, very special song, and I was very tempted to put it at number 1, but I've gone with Stay today.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I think for me, just when I listen to when I compile, I think sometimes there was Stevie Sheldon and I did the Poison album maybe 2 years ago, and we all had Poison at number 1, and I think he put it at number 2 or 3, and we almost fell out our feet. And he was like, "Well, I've heard it so many times, it's not going to be number 1," and we couldn't understand. And I think doing this now, I listen to songs that like Come and Talk to Me and Stay, and it's like I've heard it so often, and then when I haven't heard You and I for that much, it then has a different type of, evokes a new memory, and I then start appreciating it more. And I think that's why you can see some of the classics I probably don't appreciate more as much. But anyway, Stevie, on to you. You're 11 to 1.
11 was It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. I mean, I'll be honest, what you said about that record is, when I watched the video the other day, I did have a moment. It does hit you hard, doesn't it? Like I say, I appreciate a lot more now than what I did. I didn't really get it back then, but now I kind of get it. You know what I mean? But it's a great acapella, and I do think they did it better than GC Cameron. But that's just my opinion. Number 10 is Lonely Heart, Boyz II Men. Number 9 is Ooh Ah. Number 8 was Boyz II Men again, This Is My Heart. Number 7 was Jodeci, I'm Still Waiting. Number 6 was Boyz II Men, Your Love. Number 5 was Boyz II Men, Please Don't Go. Is that a classic? Is it a classic? Is it up there with Stay Forever My Lady? It's a great record, but is it a classic? It's debatable. Probably not, if I'm really brutal about it, because a lot of people just don't know that record. But
Which one, sorry?
Please Don't Go.
Boyz II Men.
It's a
great record, but it's not a classic, is it? Unfortunately, I don't know. One more might think it's a classic. All right, number 4, I had Jodeci, Come and Talk to Me. Number 3, I had Jodeci, Stay. Number 2, I had Jodeci, Forever My Lady. Either of those could have been number 1. My number 1, literally, when I hear it, the reason why it's at number 1, not because I'm saying it's a classic, it's just I think personally it's my favourite. It rips my guts out when I hear it. It rips my heart out when I hear it. It just there was another song when I was on my lunch last week. I was having my lunch. I was on my coffee break, and I was going just going through Instagram, and there was a post come up about the group Simply Red.
Yes.
We all know the track "Holding Back the Years," don't we?
Of course.
Yeah, and it's been covered. It's been covered a lot of times, but that particular track, always stops me dead in my tracks. And again, it's one that I don't know why. I've never understood the reason and the song of this, but it rips my heart, rips my guts out. And this post explained what the story was behind the record. And I'll be honest, I kind of wish I didn't know now because I nearly broke down. I was like trying to just hold it together in work for like 10 minutes. Was like, Jesus Christ. But apparently, when Mick Hucknall, the lead singer, when he's 3 years old, his mother abandoned him. So his mother abandoned him, so he didn't have his mum. Then apparently in 1998, she reached out, sent him a letter, reached out to him, telling that she's got cancer. So he went out and finally met his mother that had abandoned him. And apparently she didn't have cancer. She was absolutely fine. And she already had another 3 kids. So in a way, he got abandoned twice. And I was like,
that's horrible.
No, I was just like floored. I was just, I was struggling to contain myself. And I'm hearing this, while I'm reading this, the song's playing in the back, and I'm like, but Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? But anyway, getting back to my number one. I wondered why that Simply Red record always just flipping rip my guts out.
So why did before you say your number one, why did that story resonate with you right now? Why did you
this record rips my guts out? It absolutely the fade on it when it fades out and the singing away. And I'm like, why did you fade it out there? I'm like,
wow. Gotta be you and
I'm like, my heart's all over the floor. Why did they fade it there? But you and I, oh my gosh, you and I are my number one.
Yeah.
You got those backgrounds and it's just like, why? Just come back, you know. Sorry, I didn't co-sign your shit. Sorry.
So I have to bring the drama. I always bring the drama to the podcast.
Yeah.
Wow, lovely choice, man.
I mean, I'll tell everyone if you do just
you
take
and
a
I
chance,
together
just
as
listen
one.
to it.
You play to your lady together as one. You and oh my God! Send that to your girl. Send it to your wife. You know what I mean? Send it to your wives. You know, if she's off with you and she's not talking to you and she feels like you're taking her for granted, just put that song in a WhatsApp, and you know you'll be getting it that evening. You'll be getting it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I would just say, just go back and I think most people would not remember it. I didn't remember it, but listen to it as well. But yes, definitely. Well done, Stevie. All right, Andrew, can you beat Stevie's eulogy as he normally puts it?
I don't think so. But that said, my number 11 is easy because it's the only song I did mention. So yes, unfortunately, Lonely Heart is number 11 for me. Number 10 is You and I, Stevie. Sorry, man. But you know I love that song too, but it's number 10. Number 9, Your Love, Boyz II Men. Number 8, Forever My Lady, Jodeci. I crisscrossed a lot on my list. Then number 7, Ooh Ah, Boyz II Men. Number 6, This Is My Heart, Boyz II Men. Number 5, Come and Talk to Me, Jodeci. Number 4, Please Don't Go, Boyz II Men. Agree with you, it's not in the top 3. Number 3, I'm Still Waiting, Jodeci. Number 2, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. And number 1, for some reason in my brain, this song has only gotten better to me over the years. And when I think about this song, it makes me go, wow, we were lucky to have been alive during this era. And it just gets more gilded and classic. And as VJ said, perfect songs don't need remixes. So even though I do not have vocal chops nearly as good as this man, I'm still going to try to do justice to the song again. This is my second time singing this song on the podcast, and that is, I'm sorry I left you drowning. Since you've been gone, I've been all alone. 'Cause all of my tears, you know they left me drowning. Please, baby, I'm begging for you to stay at home tonight. Oh, let's start love again, start love tonight. Yeah. We can be more than just friends. Don't you know the sun? It's going down, so baby, won't you stay for a little while? Sorry, guys. Baby, baby, won't you just stay? Oh, baby, won't you just stay for a little while? All right. Y'all. Thank you for letting me do that. But number one, stay.
You know, when I hit that part where it says that the sun is going down, I remember Age of Ultron, and Black Widow telling the Hulk, "The sun is going down." So I always remember. Then Thor tried it in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, you go. So yes, that anytime I listen to
I'll tell
that,
you, you won't get this on any other podcast. You know, you'll get this array on any other podcast. We're bringing it this evening. We're bringing it.
And I love that, Andrew, you were doing the main vocals and the other bit as well. So it's like you would, because you didn't want to miss anything out. You're like,
no.
Here, I can do both.
Fit it all in.
I can do it all.
Yes, I'll try. So, that was fun.
Oh, well done, man. That's brilliant.
It was fantastic.
Oh goodness.
So VJ's got his master list. Let's see what his master list brings us.
So
let's see who wins the podcast.
Okay, so this is the list from it's an aggregate from everybody that submitted lists in the last week or so. And at number 11, Andrew will be very pleased, and Namdi might be disappointed, is Lonely Heart at number 11. Ooh Ah is at number 10. Number 9 is This Is My Heart. Number 8 is Please Don't Go. Number 7 is Your Love. Number 6 is It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. Number 5 is Come and Talk to Me. Number 4 is I'm Still Waiting. Number 3 is You and I. Number 2 is Forever My Lady. Number 1 is Stay.
Yeah, so Andrew and VJ win the podcast this evening.
We got it. I think that's the first time I've got the number 1.
Oh, it is, yeah.
First time, I think.
The closer and the closer I get to you, keeps me warm to know that you'll stay around. So please keep your promise to me and don't go. Oh, a lonely heart is where I'll be, and no one cares for me. Let me show you now that you still. Oh man.
Mate, that sounds like something could be played in a horror movie, mate.
I sing on key. But it was Mike at his best, and he got involved with that. Wow. Okay, so guys, in 2 weeks' time we are doing the up tempos, and we were going to rank them. So I ranked the list, and for me, scored it points. Cooleyhighharmony had 22 points, while Forever My Lady had 33. Yeah. So it meant that, there were, Forever My Lady album had more songs in the top 10, higher place. And so if you had to pick, even, not just VJ's bias, I just put Jodeci at the top, but it just meant that actually Jodeci, for me and for all of us, had but what we thought were the better singles and stuff. I mean, did you guys rank them down? Whatever was number 1 was 10 points. Whatever was number 10 was 1 point. Okay, you didn't do that.
Mine,
Okay.
mine is always a weighted average. It's always a weighted average. It's always a scientific experiment with my list. I need to...
Okay. Yeah. It's and the reason why I put it down this way, because I do wonder when we meet for part 2 for the up tempos, do we think Jodeci can have a fair fight with Boyz II Men? Or do we think Boyz II Men
Definitely. I think it'll be a lot more over the place. The place.
It'll be much closer, I think.
Yeah, it would definitely be. And just for disclosure, I would tell you that when I first heard the Jodeci album, I didn't hear the ballads. I just heard the up tempo. And I thought it was Guy. You know, it was very New Jack, and it was only when I moved to the States and I'm hearing the ballads, I'm thinking, who are these guys?
Namby, can I say something? My first exposure to Jodeci was when they appeared on Soul Train in the spring with the late jean jackets. So the first song was Gotta Love and Stay. So when my brother, because we were in Canada, so we had to like go to this like specialty store to get the album. And I heard the Gotta Love on the album. We were so mad. Like we were like, this is not the one on. So I just remember being mad at like all the fast songs. The only fast song I liked on there was Times We Share, but everything else was just like more fast and up tempo. But then of course, as I come whatever over the years, I started to appreciate Freedom, all the songs. But Gotta Love still, I personally. I mean, it's cool. Like the album version is cool, but I still prefer the single remix personally.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And we excluded End of the Road, which came out,
because it came out a year later, and it
was on an album. And I was going to say, Stevie, you made an interesting point. You said something along the lines of the tone of End of the Road didn't fit the album, but I wanted to say one thing about that. So that was produced by LA and Babyface. Dallas Austin was in a group in the same year, Highland Place Mobsters, on La Face. So Dallas Austin was very closely linked to those guys. And End of the Road, if it had made this list, if it was included, I think it would have been very, very high, if not at the top, because End of the Road changed everything. It was a massive song. And there's no song on this list that was as big as End of the Road, not even comparable. So I'm talking about commercial success, whether we like it or not. I'm talking about objectivity. So we need to really clearly define objectivity and subjectivity next time. So It's So Hard will not make it at number 8 next time.
My appreciation for End of the Road has grown a lot more since we did that unreleased karaoke version in New York a few months ago.
Y'all missed out.
We've got that in the vaults, haven't we, guys? We've got in the vaults. We've got an unreleased karaoke version. All of us, all 5 of us singing End of the Road. I don't know if it'll ever come out.
It's never coming out.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
because I can leak it.
I've signed the disclaimer. I've signed. Nope.
I don't feel like we'll ever put that on social media for people to meme us, and we'll get roasted for that, won't we? We'd get absolutely roasted if we put that out.
Yeah, we probably best not to. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Never say never, though. I'll and y'all can trust me. I would never leak it without y'all. But it was
just wrapping up, the Cooleyhighharmony, which came out April 30th, 91, sold in the US alone 9 million copies. Forever My Lady, which came out May 28th, 1991, sold 3 million copies in the US. But I think the Cooleyhighharmony was reissued with End of the Road on it, and that's what pushed it. But it also the platform for the Boyz II Men 2 album, which sold over 20 million worldwide, compared to Diary of a Mad Band, which sold, I think it was about 4 or 5 million. So you can see that the trajectory of both groups. And I think Boyz II Men are still bitter by the fact that Jodeci are considered street and hood, while Boyz II Men are really from the hood, and they're when you hear them talk, but they were made to look like they were from the suburbs, and even though commercially for a label, the Boyz II Men were a much successful group. Right now, they can sing with orchestras, and do massive. Go to Sydney Opera House and do a massive show. Jodeci can't do that, and Boyz II Men can sell out 10 times the bigger concerts than Jodeci. But it's about culture, and I don't think Boyz II Men get the same kind of recognition and love from the culture as Jodeci does. And I think that's what they still feel upset about. I mean, of course, they're laughing themselves to the bank, but they still don't like the fact that people think that they're sellouts, which wasn't their own. But we can appreciate both of them. But it's a business at the end of the day.
The one thing there, Namdi, and everything you said there is spot on. The other thing that would help Boyz II Men is if they got Michael Bass McCarry back in the group, because that is a massive, massive omission. You can't have Boyz II Men without him in the group. They still sound fantastic. They're solid, but he brought a different element. It's like having a 4-course meal with only 3 courses. Why would you do that?
But I don't know if he can physically. I don't know if he can physically. Now, Andrew, were you at the concert when he came out?
He was at a previous one. But check this out though, and I'm so with you guys on Mike, especially you, Veej. But check this out. I will say, like, I was watching YouTube. God bless YouTube. We're on YouTube. Anyhow, and Sean Stockman was talking about the story, like how it all went down. And after I heard the story, and trust me, I was with you. I was like, it's not Boyz II Men without the 4 of them. Once I heard the story, I was like, okay, like, like I understood at that point. Now, many years have passed, so I feel like now let's come back together. But basically, when I heard what went down, I got it. I was like, okay, now, I mean, but people grow up, people get wiser, but it was pretty, I'll just say there was some physical violence, and that's not cool.
But he has MS, and I think he wasn't in the right frame, and he was taking it out on the guys.
That makes sense.
They didn't communicate, and he was just being, he was not showing up, not rehearsing, not returning calls, and then getting angry. But now he's still with a walking stick, and so it's hard to. But they still have it all love. I don't think he physically, because he can't really walk. So I don't know if he could get back. And when they did try and get them to sing on stage, it was off.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, because he's just been out of sync with it. But it's it's definitely a pity.
Wait, one more thing. Sorry, but
yeah, go ahead.
A big part of what made Boyz II Men dope was the harmonies, and I just feel like with only 3 people, it's so obvious you're doing tracks, right? So it's like no, and I know that Sean had said we asked our fans, and our fans said no, like we want it to be the 3 of them. I'll be honest and say, if I was a member of a group and we had to split the money 3 ways, do I really want to split it 4 ways now? Like, I'm good. Let's keep it, But I do think no. Find another member and keep it moving, because
they try to get Mark Nelson.
Yeah, but he's not a bass guy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get a bass guy, and then let's just have one more album as a group. And finally, last thing I'll say, I'm sorry, I'm excited. I will say that after the show that I saw on Instagram, Sean said we had like a series of podcasts, or we did an interview after the show. So he basically said, get ready. It's going to be. We talked about a lot of stuff, and like stuff that even like just it was practically therapy, So I look forward to hearing whatever comes out of that conversation. So.
Yes. Okay, guys, it's been a beautiful 2 hours and 5 minutes. As always, you guys who are commenting throughout, as you can see, that's why we've kept the comments in there, because it wasn't fair for us to appreciate it ourselves. So we wanted everyone else to be able to see the comments along as we go. thanks for always being part of this, because it makes, if the three of us, if the four of us were doing it on our own, it wouldn't be as much fun. So we appreciate every single one of you guys. Please join us in 2 weeks' time when we do the up tempo. It might not be a blowout for Jodeci as we might have seen tonight. So from VJ, Stevie.
Well, Saturday night we've got Jade. We've got a day Lane is coming back. We've got Jade. We're going to do the Jade debut album on Saturday night. So do join us. Do join us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So we will catch you as always. And thanks for joining in. And we'll see you next week or the week after. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
Somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for me, but just for me,
No, okay,
They understand what Jodeci Boyz II Men Cooleyhighharmony.